You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows like the one you're about to enjoy, visit electronicmediacollective.com. And now, our feature presentation.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Comics with My Kids. I'm your host, Matt D. And with me today is...
Logan D.
And Logan, today we're going to do a spotlight episode on your favorite character. And who is your favorite character?
Hulk, also known as the Incredible Hulk.
So why don't you tell me a little bit about what you know about the Incredible Hulk?
Well, I know the Hulk originally used to be a gray color, and then the authors made him green. I know that the Hulk is super strong, and this book is about Hulk's transformations, where it's like the Hulk in his different stages. Like one he's gray, another he's green. Even in one of them there's a gray and a green.
What made him the Hulk? What's the story behind that? How did that happen?
He was originally like a werewolf. Because, like, at nighttime, he became the Hulk. So he got
bit by a werewolf?
No. He got hit by this blast that made him the Hulk.
Okay, what was the blast? I mean, was it
I
just
don't remember.
A giant energy wave or something?
I think so.
Well, I tell you what. How about you pop open that first part of the book, and I'll tell you a little bit about what I remember from reading the first chapter. The Incredible Hulk was made back in 1963 by Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. And the way he was created is a scientist by the name of Dr. Robert Bruce Banner was studying radiation and gamma rays, and he had a bomb that he created. And that bomb went off at a test site while he was outside of his bunker. Do you remember why he was outside the bunker?
No.
You don't remember the character Rick Jones?
Yeah, I remember him.
Rick Jones was riding his motorcycle through the test area, and Banner saw that and ran after him and saved his life by pushing him into a giant ditch when the bomb went off.
But doesn't that come in a different one?
What do you mean a different one?
See, look, the first one, he just turns into the Hulk.
Oh, that's because the first issue in this book, the Hulk Transformations, I want to say is like first issue is like issue 2 or 3. Can you flip to the cover page? Not that cover, not the cover of the book, but like each chapter has a cover page. Yeah. So what's that issue?
It's issue.
Right hand corner next to the K. Next to the K. Right hand corner next to the K.
K. What K?
The K in Hulk. Right hand side.
Oh, look on.
And can you talk into the microphone?
I was looking at the left. I still don't see it. Is it the 3rd or something?
Right there. What number is that?
3.
Yeah, so it's issue 3 of the
the
Incredible
3rd of September.
Yes, they gave the issue number and then the month it came out.
Oh.
So this is issue 3 and it came out in September.
I thought it came out of the 3rd of September.
No. Because then when you get to issue 12 would be the 12th of September.
Fair.
Yeah. In the book it's issue 3, but they do a recap in there. So if you flip through, you'll see the recap.
Oh, here it is, where he changes. But like a werewolf, he just gets bigger and then just rips off his shirt.
Well, now, does he change during the full moon?
He just changes at night.
Later on, when does he change?
Oh, whenever he wants.
What do you mean whenever he wants? Doesn't have to happen?
He just doesn't have to be angry, because at some points the Hulk is just happy.
Oh, okay. All right, so what's happening in this issue 3 that you read?
So, Bruce Banner built this huge dome thing to keep the Hulk in. And so, Bruce Banner had Rick Jones shut him in it.
Okay.
And then he turned it into the Hulk.
Kind of like you've seen some of those classic horror werewolf movies where they chain up the werewolf before he changes.
Yeah, because they put him in this chamber, then he bends over a little bit, then he turns into the Gray Hulk, then completely finishes metamorphosis and is now green and his sandals are gone.
Sandals?
Yeah, or shoes.
So what else happens in the story? Because, I mean, the story is called Hulk in Outer Space, or Hulk in Space, or something like that.
Oh yeah, it's called that because in one point the Hulk is sent into outer space. And then the Hulk comes back to Earth.
Is this, like, this Hulk, was he Could he think? Did he actually speak, or was it more like, puny banner, Hulk smash?
He just said a few words.
Okay. But he didn't carry on like entire conversations?
Not that much. And we also realized that once the Hulk comes back from the ship, the Hulk is now obeying Rick.
Why is he obeying Rick?
I don't know. Because he just starts to think that it's Rick's fault. So he throws the ship at him. Rick dodges it. Then moments later he can run faster than the Hulk, but he's tired. And the Hulk never gets tired.
And somehow he has a connection to Rick?
Yeah, because he's asked the Hulk to stop, and the Hulk just stopped.
Interesting. Do we find out why he's connected to the Hulk like that?
Nope. Not that I know of, at least. It's been a while since I read the first one. And the funny thing is, he tells the Hulk to raise his right hand, and the Hulk raises his right hand.
Gotcha.
Then he tells the Hulk to sit down, and he sits down.
So this is the first time, I want to say issue 3 is the first time we see the Green Hulk. Because issue 1, he was a gray Hulk. So what happens after this issue? What's the next big transformation that goes on with the Hulk?
Let's see. Then, in the next one, he's still obeying Rick, but they fight the Ringmaster. And the Ringmaster just makes people hypnotized to stand still, and then the evil clowns steal all their money.
Oh, okay.
And run around and steal things from shops.
Oh, so it's like
houses.
It's a circus of thieves?
Yes.
So what's so important about this particular issue? Why was it included in the Hulk transformations? What's the difference between the Hulk here and now between the Hulk that was in issue 3? You said he still obeys Rick, but what else is going on with him?
If Rick falls asleep, then the Hulk has his own control.
Okay. So how long does that carry on? How many more issues does Rick kind of control the Hulk?
Let's see. But I do know that when the boy's in trouble, he knows.
What do you mean, boy? Oh, when Rick's
in trouble, Hulk just comes.
Oh, okay. Now, wait, hold on. At the end of that issue, there's these little synopses that kind of explains a little bit about the Hulk and his different transformations.
I don't even read that.
Did you read? Oh, you didn't read? There's important information there.
It looks boring.
Well, just because it doesn't have pictures doesn't mean it's boring. It tells you a little bit more about the history of the Hulk.
I hardly ever read the yellow things.
Oh, the gammagrams?
That.
Oh. Well, then, if you don't read that...
I read some of it.
If you don't read the big caption boxes, then you're not going to get the whole story. That's the whole point about reading a comic book, is you read all the words on the page. That way you understand the story. What else do we know about the Hulk? Who's always trying to fight him?
In issue 6, that came out in March, he fights the Metal Master.
And actually, I was referring to the last 2 books. There was a gentleman with white hair. He had an army uniform, and he's trying to capture the Hulk. Do you remember who he was?
No. Let me find where I can see his name.
Well, for your benefit, Logan, I'll explain who that is. That's General Thunderbolt Ross, and he is the father of Bruce Banner's girlfriend, Betty Ross, and he was also the person in charge of Banner's experiment with the gamma bomb. Oh, hey, that page you're just at now, that's kind of neat. It shows the Hulk transforming into the Gray Hulk.
Oh, yeah, because he took off his glasses.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm wondering.
What's that?
How's he wearing his full shirt and it's not ripped?
What do you mean, how's he wearing his full shirt and it's not ripped?
Look. See how he's wearing his whole shirt right there?
Yeah.
When he transforms into the Hulk, he rips his shirt.
Yeah.
But this is what happens afterwards.
Well, maybe he put a new shirt on.
It's the same exact color.
Well, it's just easier to color the shirt the same color.
Fair point.
So, all right. So after he battles the Ringmaster, then he's up against a Metal Man. So what did you learn about the different transformations of the Hulk?
That the Hulk is always the same character, but they just change up how he looks.
Okay.
Because, in the one, his head, all his body changes except for his head, then his head changes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Didn't he have to wear a mask for a while?
Yeah, but watch. During when they fought Middle Master, look, he puts on a mask. He walks out. Then later, after he gets knocked out by the Middle Master, they pull off the mask, but he has another head underneath.
Yeah, and he just looks like the Hulk then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then afterwards, he thought that Rick told them about it.
Mm. So, did you like that particular story about the Hulk and how his face wouldn't change right away?
Yeah.
What would you like most about it?
I liked that he beat the Middle Master with a trick.
Oh, so he was kind of smart about it?
Yeah. See, look, he took that big gun.
Okay.
But look, he can't move it. Middleman can't move it at all.
Well, can you...
Because it's not made of metal. It was a total trick. It was made of styrofoam and cardboard.
Oh, really?
But the Hulk painted it to look like metal.
Ah.
And then, so the Middleman threw the tin piece of metal that he was standing on, which didn't even hurt the Hulk. So the Hulk took out Middleman with a trick.
Nice.
And it looks like a really big gun that the Hulk can carry because it's so big that it would take 2 grown men, it looks like, to carry it because it's a really big gun.
What's the next big transformation that happened with the Hulk?
Then next it looks like he was changing like crazy because he was falling down. He changed Hulk, Banner, Hulk, Banner, Hulk, Banner, and landed as Banner.
Okay. And who's he fighting this time?
And this time he fights Wendigo. But the only way to beat him is he teamed up with a guy named Sasquatch. The Hulk just randomly transformed himself into the Hulk.
Okay, so he's no longer triggered by the sun or the nighttime. He actually transforms himself whenever he wants to.
Yeah, because watch here, he sees them fighting, so he just changes.
He doesn't change because he gets angry. He just has the ability to change whenever he wants.
Yep. He just starts sweating and looks like he's trying to poop. And then he turns into the Hulk.
Ah.
I don't get why it looks like he's trying to poop.
Because he's under a lot of strain. He's trying to force himself to change.
It looks like he's trying to force himself to poop.
Okay, well, enough with the whole poop thing. All right, so he teams up with Sasquatch. Why does he fight Sasquatch at first? Because,
Nope.
Okay.
And Sasquatch grabs a tree, and then so does Hulk, and then they both bash at Wendigo at both sides at once, so that he just gets smashed.
Now, how do you know that the Wendigo's the bad guy? Maybe he was just hanging out in the forest, and Sasquatch comes along and starts fighting him.
Because Bruce Banner walked into this one area, and he walked into a cabin and saw a bunch of dead bodies, and then Wendigo came up behind him because all these dead bodies were skeletons because they were eaten. Wendigo was about to eat him, then Sasquatch saved him.
Oh, okay.
So then he turned into the Hulk and teamed up.
Do you know the story of Wendigo?
No, I don't even know who he is. Oh wait, sorry. We actually hit a backstory. So Wendigo used to be an ordinary human, but he was with his crew and they were starving.
What crew?
The people that he was with, and they were in this cold area. And he was so hungry, he ate his partners, which gave him a curse.
Oh yeah.
And because of that curse, he turned into this monster who eats humans. Who all he says is Wendigo. And then after he transforms like that,
okay,
he goes into a different one where he starts off as the Hulk. And he's in this huge area. But he's the Hulk, and there's also Bruce Banner. Like, Hulk and Bruce Banner are both 2 different bodies.
Okay. Wait, when did that happen?
When we moved on to the next issue.
Oh, well, I thought we were still talking about Wendigo. You gotta let me know that you're switching things up, buddy. So now he can transform himself at will.
Yep, and then Sasquatch has a tree, and so does Hulk, so they smash into him at once and knocks him out.
Okay.
And then the issue ends like that.
Gotcha. So then what's the next big transformation then?
Next big transformation is the Hulk and Bruce Banner are two different souls.
Oh, okay.
And it starts off as Hulk trapped in this area with this about 200 feet big block with a huge metal thing on the other side. But then Hulk smashed through it and wanted to kill Bruce Banner. He's now chasing Bruce Banner.
Okay. So somehow Bruce Banner and the Hulk separated bodies then, huh? Do they explain that in the story?
Not that I can see. For some reason, Hulk starts to see things, and Bruce Banner just disappears and keeps appearing farther and farther and farther away.
Are you sure this isn't happening inside his brain or his mind?
It is happening inside his head. That's the only way that he's so confused. He cannot even think straight.
Who can't think straight? The Hulk? Or
yeah.
Okay.
And then we flip scenes. So now we're in this one lab, and it appears to be owned by a guy who has green hair, a red shirt with a lightning, and he has a red shirt with a lightning bolt on it. And in this area, we have Bruce Banner and Hulk underneath two different tanks filled with a weird liquid.
Okay.
That's yellow. And they pull out Bruce Banner. And Bruce Banner seems to be fine, but they leave the Hulk in there. Because they don't want to mess with the Hulk.
Right. The gentleman that you're referring to, buddy, with the green hair, his name is actually Doc Samson.
Ah.
And he too has like a gamma strength. That's why he has green hair. Because the gamma radiation is what made the Hulk turn into Hulk. Made Bruce Banner turn into the Hulk. So then, basically, this issue is about how they separated his body then from the Hulk.
Yep.
Okay. What else do we learn in this book?
And we also learn that the Hulk has incontrollably craziness and strength. And we also know that the guy with the bolt on his shirt has strength too. He just digs a huge hole out of nowhere.
Gotcha.
And rips a hole into a car. And then when he frees the Hulk nearly kills him. But the Hulk didn't know that he was saved by him.
Okay. So, after reading these stories, which version of the Hulk do you like the most?
I think it's cool how when he could change whenever he wants.
Oh, okay.
And in one of the issues, he's actually called Mr. Fix-It.
Yeah, that's when there's this great writer by the name of Peter David wrote that series, and he made the Hulk gray again, and he made him kind of smart. And let's see, what else did he do? Okay, so he set him up in Las Vegas, and he was basically a bouncer for a casino for a while. But yeah, I liked the Mr. Fix-It Hulk. He was pretty cool.
Yeah. And this one guy, who I don't know his name, has a golden cane that he can open up an area and push a button to call the Hulk, who they call Mr. Fix-It.
Right. The Hulk is your favorite character. After reading this book, do you want to read other Hulk stories?
I really do.
Okay. There's a cool series that came out a few years back called World War Hulk that I think I'll get you to read, or get for you to read. And I think you'll like that. It's where the Hulk gets kicked off planet Earth and winds up landing on another planet, and he basically becomes a warrior. And he's fighting in this arena of huge creatures. So, Logan, this book, Hulk Transformations, kind of takes and shows all the different transformations of the Hulk, all the different writers and artists. Which art style did you like the most?
I like the green one.
Okay, which green one in particular?
I like the green one where the Hulk can just change himself however he wants.
Okay, so is it the
Although
one?
the one that I thought was crazy was the one where there was Bruce Banner, a Hulk, and another Hulk.
Yeah, that's him in his mind, because Doc Samson, he's a therapist. He kind of helps the Hulk realize who he is, and what you're seeing here is actually inside Bruce Banner's mind.
And it's 3 versions of the Hulk.
Yep.
And the funny thing is, the first thing that they do is the Gray Hulk and the Green Hulk fight each other.
Mm-hmm. Now, at the end of this issue, what happens to the Hulk? Doesn't he become Happy Hulk?
I think so.
Yeah, because after this point, he can now change at will, and Bruce Banner's kind of like in control of the Hulk.
Although in the movies, I hate Happy Hulk.
Yeah, he's not as fun to watch, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of dumb because you see the angry Hulk come by, smash the car, and jump off, and then you see Happy Hulk just lightly hit a car.
Right.
He just
So
looks dumb.
is this style of art that you like, the one where we first meet Doc Samson and they separate the Hulk from Bruce Banner?
No.
No?
I do not like that one.
You don't like that one? All right, so then what about, let's see, then the Mr. Fix-It, where he was the Gray Hulk. You didn't care for that art style? Like the way it was drawn?
It was cool. Well, I just think that the Gray Hulk looks a little bit weird.
Okay. By Jeff Purvis. So then maybe the last one here. What do you think of this art style?
I thought it was cool.
Okay. Well, did you like this one? Is it was the Incredible Hulk issue 377, where it introduced the new Incredible Hulk. And those pencils were done by a guy named Dale Keown. I gotta say, I like his art style because he knew how to draw the Hulk in a more muscular. I mean, he drew him big. I mean, you can see that the way he did the body style. There's definitely definition to his muscles and his anatomy.
Yeah, and I got a Hulk costume, and those muscles look just like it.
Yeah. I do have to say though, I do like the original artwork of the Hulk back in the 60s when he first premiered.
Was it the Gray Hulk?
Yeah, I liked the Gray Hulk. I liked the original Green Hulk. I want to say this was this Kirby at first? Yeah, Jack Kirby. He did 99% of the comic books for Marvel Comics back in the 60s. He drew a lot of the classic characters like Fantastic Four, the X-Men, the Hulk, Captain America. So, buddy, what else can you tell me about the Hulk?
I know that he can do like a super jump, and people thought that he could fly because he's got huge muscles in his legs.
Mm-hmm.
He can sprint himself really far.
Gotcha. So what else do you want to tell our audience about the Hulk?
He looks like he can fly like Superman, just slower.
Nah. All right. Well, I don't have anything else to add to the Hulk. I think the Hulk is really a cool character. Definitely a split personality kind of character. Where like, okay, Bruce Banner's like the smart guy, but when he gets real angry, he becomes a completely different person. I think that's a really cool concept. What about you? What do you think about the whole Bruce Banner and Hulk?
I think that is really cool.
Okay.
Although, he only does it when he's angry, but if he does it but he can't do it when he's happy. So like if he's in a battle but he's happy, then he can't become the Hulk.
But
so that's the one thing that I don't really like.
Okay, buddy. Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up then. You remember how we end these?
Not really.
Thanks for listening to this character spotlight on the Hulk. Catch more of our shows on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast,
Stitcher,
and our website, thecomiccornerbox.blogspot.com. This show is part of the
EMC Network,
and recorded at
Down Studio.
If you like the show, give us a rating and review at Apple Podcasts or Stitcher. And if you have any suggestions for other shows or other books that are family orientated, feel free to email us at comicswithmykids@gmail.com. All right, well, I'm Matt D.
And I'm Logan D.
And everyone have a Hulktastic
Easter.
Easter. All right.